Good evening, November Foxtrot. Welcome to the show. This is our Valentine's Day special. We are joined by our respective partners this evening. So we have Lou with Lance and Anna with myself. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Louise, aka Mrs. Punish One.
And I'm Anna.
There we go. Andy can't join us tonight, unfortunately. He's been called away on work, so we'll miss you, Andy. But we are joined with the live.
I think.
We are joined with our live audience of Kenny, Marky Mark, Daniel Guest. The Punish One says yo, Pegasus, Les. So there will be more people jumping in. We're going to be doing a bit of a Q&A with our ladies tonight. If you have any questions for them, please feel free to throw it in the chat. Put a little Q at the beginning, and we will we'll cherry pick some of them depending on what they ask.
Yeah, they'll be fully vetted before they're aired.
So the first question though that I was going to suggest we could ask is, could you describe airsoft in one sentence? I'll let you go first this time because Louise started off with the introductions.
Paintballing, but with BBs.
Oh, that's hurtful.
That's what I always describe it as.
Always liked Anna. Always used to like Anna, should I say?
How about you, Louise?
I would say a lot of older men in camo gear running around the woods shooting the shit out of each other.
Yeah, that's a fairly good description. Yeah, I'll go with that.
And women as well, though, like
and
that.
Women.
I'm flying the banner for women.
Yeah. I was going to say, actually, the reason we called this the Wags episode is not to be sexist in any way. It's just because Lance, Andy and I are all heterosexual males. It's not like if we had boyfriends or husbands, we'd have had that as well.
I'd like to apologise to our homosexual listeners. Unfortunately, we aren't homosexual.
Or lady listeners.
Or lady listeners, there we go.
Yeah.
Covering all bases covered this evening.
Right. What was your first impression when you found out we played Airsoft MilSim? And I think this is probably a bit of a null and void question because I think this probably came in after you both met Lance and I. Like we started playing Airsoft after you had met.
Yeah, I think it had been a different story if we'd been playing Airsoft during.
Yeah, Lance and I would be married
during the initial courtship.
What was your initial impressions then?
It didn't shock me because that's just him all over. There's the amount of kit and the amount of organisation was a bit of a shock, but didn't shock me. That's just him all over.
Probably same with you as well, but you've never really grown up, so I think that's the thing is that like
shocking revelation to our listeners.
It's just like yeah, I was going to say, and a lot of kit definitely.
I think there's got to be an element of childishness to do it. I think absolutely.
Yeah. Just Laser says, Mike, you look very nervous. Just a little bit.
So we're having a little technical hitch at the Wassail residence, just trying to get my guests reconnected. But carry on regardless. No idea.
What's the most annoying thing about living with a airsofter or MilSim?
Yeah, wear them for a bit. But to be brutally honest, I don't really need to be here.
Can you do it on my one?
I will try and sort this out, don't worry.
Okay,
What's the most annoying thing about living with an airsofter?
The amount of kit that goes with it. I think
Agreed.
we've had to move house because of it.
It's only partly true.
No, we ran out of space.
I have no loft space left for my stuff because it's just full up of all Lance's stuff. That's the annoying bit, the amount of it.
If I just leave, sorry, just a technical thing. If I leave that running, that might avoid it being kicked off. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Wait and see.
No. Mm-mm.
No one's saying anything.
Marky Mark says, Anna, do you know that Mike loves a helmet?
Yes.
I can't hear you. Don't worry about it.
He's had lots of helmets.
you guys want to just split the headphones that you've got, the other ones?
Why don't we split those ones into your one?
Like this?
That doesn't work. I can't plug that into that. It's a different
Can we
connection.
not both listen?
Well, we can try it. What you have to do... Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Right, take that off. And then just sort of hold them there like that. So we can still hear Mike. There we go.
Yeah, we're good.
It's Valentine's and we're really close now.
Really close.
We were enjoying to see how far apart we could get. Okay, so next question. What's the one piece of airsoft gear you wish would disappear from the house?
The thing that holds all the BBs, because I'm not being funny, all around the house, there are little white BBs. I hoover and they're just there. And the thing that holds them, I wish would go forever.
What's the thing that
See,
holds
I love
them?
the sound.
A magazine. A magazine.
Yeah, they're quite fundamental for airsoft, though.
Yeah. Sort of. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I was just thinking though, I love the sound where you hoover up a BB and then it starts spinning around in the hoover. That's cool. How about you? What's the worst bit that you'd want to get rid of?
I don't know. All I can think of is tents, but
Yeah,
because you've got a lot of tents, and they could take up quite a lot of room. I guess that's the only thing I can think of.
see, everybody, she knows about the tents. Nobody bring up anything about tents.
The helmets and the bags.
Yeah. We have, to be fair, we have moved relatively recently, so you know she
I've
has seen
everything.
the volume of stuff that I have because
Good God.
physically can't hide that. It's not like I had a separate shipping container hiding stuff.
Well, you could have done.
Well, we had several.
We could have.
Yeah. Les asks, boys, what's the most expensive bit of kit you've bought that your wives don't know about? I probably only like a 50p. Didn't we buy those 50p things, Lance?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, all right.
Stickers. Weren't
Several
they?
of
Just
those
stickers.
50p things I've had.
Yeah.
Like, go on,
Yeah.
fess up. What's the most expensive thing you bought I don't know about?
You know about my bomb suit?
Doesn't really count anymore because I had it and then I sold it, so I don't really have to say anything. And everything else I've got, you know about. So
What was it that you sold?
I'm joking. No, I don't know. You know everything I've got.
Well.
Really? I'm gonna guess at my thermal scope.
How much was that?
£50.
50p.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't 50p.
Not
It
in
was
a
£50.
I actually
It
don't know.
wasn't, I know it
I
wasn't.
genuinely can't think of what. I mean,
It's got to be small because like everything else comes through the post.
I do have a habit of like getting stuff delivered to work now, so that I don't have to put up with the. What have you bought?
What's that? What's that there?
I genuinely don't know what the most expensive thing is. To be fair, I generally do tell you about things. Maybe I like make you dinner first or whatever, and then sort of broach the subject. Yeah, maybe like a helmet. I probably spent like maybe 80 quid on a helmet. I do have a problem. Daniel Guests asks, how many raffles have you won? How many raffles do you think we've both won?
Yeah, that's a good
Hundreds
question.
and
How many
hundreds.
raffles have we won where we've got new kit?
None.
No, I've won loads of raffles.
Is that the same as a flash sale that you like?
No, it's completely. I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, thanks for coming on the show, Louise. Everyone, it's my wife, Louise. Say thanks, good night, much love.
Daniel says, what annoys you ladies most about the lads playing Airsoft and MilSim? So I guess this isn't just kit now, this is just anything as a whole.
It just annoys you in general about us.
Yeah.
I'd say the unpacking and the packing of the kit before an event. In my lounge, it would be getting everything out, packing it, getting everything back out, repacking it over and over again. That's probably the most annoying bit.
I'd say this
See,
is
I'm
my
quite good at
lounge
that
as
because
well.
I don't
It's
pack
everywhere.
very well.
No, but you still like the stuff comes back and it's there for weeks on end.
Yes.
And until the next time that you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's packing it the next time, isn't it?
Exactly that.
It could be a call at any hour of the day. That's
No,
why it
you're
needs
not-
to be there.
you're
so
not
it's
on
just
call
in
for
the
anyone.
car and then gone.
Yeah.
Lazy.
You don't
Always
you
ready
don't
for
understand.
action.
You don't understand. ready for action. Yeah, ready to spring, like
No.
coiled spring, ready to go.
No, I'd
Waiting for the
agree
call
with
that will
that.
never come.
God.
Oh,
What
but
do
no,
you say?
I'd agree with that. But also the alarm calls in the morning, because Mike has a problem with waking up in the morning. So
I am definitely a morning person. I'd like to put that out. Everyone knows me. I'm well known on this show for being a morning person.
So when you have to go to an event that you have to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever, then you have about 10 alarms set that
Yeah.
go off every like 5 minutes.
I'm guilty of
5
that.
o'clock in
Also.
the morning.
He
on,
does
a,
it
on
too.
like a Saturday morning.
I'd like to point out, though, I have a real issue at MilSims because I worry about putting 10 alarms on because I don't care if you get annoyed. I do care if 10 or 15 of my... No, in all honesty, Anna can't drag me out of the house easily, whereas 10 or 15 of the players that we play with, I could end up waking up outside a building or whatever like that, or, you know, in a pond. So... Right, Lou, have you ever played a game, or would you?
I once, when me and Lance first got together many moons ago, we thought it'd be really fun to go paintballing, and I'm not that kind of person. But I know. But we went, and it was so cold and wet and miserable, and I was running through thinking I was winning, and I got shot in the end of the finger, cried, and walked off. So the answer to that is probably no.
But well done for giving it a go.
But I gave it a go, but not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went paintballing, didn't we? For
Oh,
yeah.
I think she did
Ages
all of
ago,
8
but-
minutes of paintball, and 7 minutes of that was walking to the place to do the paintball.
Yeah. not my bag. You know, if you want to do it, great, but no thanks.
Yeah.
I spent all my time hiding, I think, so that I didn't get shot at.
Yeah.
So-
I played a game of Fortnite with the kids. I know it's not like Airsoft, but I hid behind a car the whole time so I wouldn't get shot, and I ended up coming 5th, but I hid the whole time. Just didn't want to get involved.
That's
you want to
fair
have a chat with Silly Gilly, or like any of the Gilly players? They spend a lot of time hiding.
enough. Yeah, awful lot of time. Yeah.
Can I turn the fire off? I'm getting hot.
You're getting hot now.
Right.
Jeez.
So we're going to do a little bit of a game now. We've got a little bit of a game planned, with a little bit of a quick fire question on knowledge. So, first question to Louise: what does MilSim stand for?
What, the letters or the actual thing? Is it like a thing?
It's not an acronym. It's abbreviation of
MilSim.
2 words. There you go.
Military simulation.
That's all right. Yeah.
Did I get it?
Fair play.
Well done.
Did I?
Lance, yeah, it is. I don't have loads of these written down, Lance, and Anna might have seen my list earlier. So if you want to throw some at Anna,
Be nice.
we'll do your list, and I'll think of some whilst you're doing your list.
okay. What do we mean by, and by all means vote? You can buzz in. What do we mean by the bang rule?
Oh,
Yep, go for Louise.
no shooting at that time. Is that not right?
No.
You told me it was earlier.
She went, what do you think this one is? She went, you're not allowed to shoot your gun at that particular time at the event. I went, that is absolutely right, yes.
Oh, you horror.
What do you think the
You're
bang
so
rule?
mean. I was really confident.
Just come up with a definition for the bang rule.
You can shoot your gun. That point, I don't know.
That would be a brilliant use of the bang rule. Right, bang rule's in force. You can use your guns at the moment. No, it's not in
The
force.
bang rule is basically if you go within a certain distance from a player that you're going to shoot, you don't shoot them. You would say bang. It's not commonly that popular because we don't want to be going to a MilSim running around going bang 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 bang.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Idiot.
basically that's
Yeah.
the bang rule. Right. What is a mid cap?
Oh, I don't know if I trust you anymore.
Well,
I have no idea.
Mid cap.
A mid cap, I think it's something to do with loading your magazine. Or loading something a mid capacity of something.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, nailed it.
I was going to go for a hat.
A cap worn middle head.
Just going to slap on the mid cap.
Oh, that needs to be a hat. That needs to be a hat. Just says mid cap on the front of it. Absolutely
That's
fabulous.
brilliant.
I need that.
Running out of my list. Surely, come on, Lance. You've got some terms.
Okay. What do we mean when we say recce?
Tea break?
Yeah, in a roundabout kind of way.
I don't know.
Awful lots of tea is drunk
okay.
during a recce.
Okay, here's a question. What do we say if we say recon?
Like, go and have a look at something.
Oh, Anna. Oh.
Is that right?
No, it's what American people say.
That's fine. We'll accept that.
Yeah, recon, recce, it's the same thing. But
A recce's like having a tea and a Kit Kat or something.
yeah,
Like break.
essentially, but whilst looking at things.
The maps.
No, just things in general. You haven't got to be just maps.
I don't know.
What does going on stag mean?
I was just
Thinking military terms now.
On a stag?
No, going on stags. Like if I said to Mole Mike, it's your turn on
going
stag, what would I be saying he needs to go and do?
Look out.
So you're saying look out?
Yeah, like nighttime, just like watch what's going.
You said don't sleep.
Mike's turn to go out and watch
like,
them at night time.
Well, you always tell me when you come back that you're tired because you've been on stag all night.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, like every day or just like after airsoft events?
Always, every night. Every night.
Have you been at work today? No, I've been on stag all night and I'm exhausted.
Very tired. Very tired.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry, I've been out watching again.
What is bounding?
What is it then?
What's what?
Stag.
On stag,
it's
your turn on stag duty, which means your turn to
Like
stand
guard
guard
duty.
and keep lookout of an area or something.
So there's no stags involved, like
No,
animals?
there's no stags, no deer.
Yeah, we
no
all stand there
deer.
Your antlers.
Hoofing the ground. That's the thing.
Oh.
Right. What does bounding mean?
Like wrapping up a wound.
Bounding.
I don't know, it makes me think of like skipping.
Yeah, actually,
skipping
no.
along.
Yeah, you're not.
quite.
Yeah, if you're on the right track. With skipping. That would be brilliant. Again, something else I will be doing.
So bounding is generally where you've got you can bound with two players, but it's generally kind of two fire teams. One fire team will move forward.
What's a fire team? Little side question.
The attackers.
The attackers. Is that what they are?
With the guns.
The people with the guns.
The attackers. Yes.
So you get basically sort of fire teams are like sort of teams of five or six-ish. You get two teams. One of them will hold position and basically lay down cover fire, while the second team moves forward. They will then lay cover fire for the other team to then move forward. So it's a way of progressing towards a target or a position.
You could next time you go shopping, practice it.
Yeah, we can bound in Tesco's.
Yeah.
Right, there's a couple more. What does FPS stand for?
Is it rude?
No, it's
Or is it fires per second?
That's not bad.
What
Not
did you
fires
say?
per second. Fires per second.
Firers per second.
That's the bang rule. Go.
Oh, bang, 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 bang.
So FPS.
FPS.
F.
PS.
I'd say fires. People shooting. I don't know.
Fires, people shooting.
I
Brilliant.
mean, Anna got the per second. It's basically feet per second. So that's the speed of which a BB leaves your rifle.
I like fires, people shooting more.
Yeah, fires people shooting. I like fires per second.
We've
Go on
invented
to
a
Taylor,
new
like, what's my
unit of
fires per
measure
second?
on the show this evening. Fires, people per second.
Right, I'll do one more. What is Yukara?
I don't even know that.
What-
I do know that.
Yukara. Yukara.
What does it stand for? What does it mean?
What does it? What comes to mind when you hear the word Yukara?
Whether you can
It's
have
an
a black
acronym.
one or not.
Yes, well done. Good job. Oh, sorry. Do you want to say that again? After I put the headset, I got too carried away.
Whether you have a black gun or not.
Ooh.
Yeah, so basically, Yukara is a defense. So it's not a membership or a license. It's a defense to say that you are able to basically purchase a black replica firearm.
Yeah, rather than one that's got to be
Replica.
like half blue and half black or half orange and half black.
Oh,
It
okay.
could be a real looking one.
I'm not going to bore everyone both here, there, and on the chat with the intricacies of the Yukara system, but
Although
that's
you'd love
basically-
to.
I'd love to. I could quite happily go on for about a good half an hour about the Yukara system.
Hence why I know
He's
it
literally
is.
biting his tongue now, going, I could literally come out with so many statistics right now.
Oh, there's so much I can talk about. It's exciting. Marky Mark, ladies, how many times have they told you they are looking after kit for someone else?
Oh, it might be disguised for buying more things.
No, you haven't actually. That I know of. You've never said that to me.
One to remember then.
So he's off the hook with that one.
Use that one in future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. We're going to have that one.
You
Put
definitely
yourself a
said
sticker.
that to me.
Yeah, but to be fair, I have been looking after kit for you. Not for you, but like for people.
Yeah, or like
Usually
selling-
a lot of-
selling
Yeah,
some-
that's
selling
Mike's
something
biggest
on.
excuse. And as Mike's secretly been buying you your own airsoft loadout, and that's what all these gifts are.
Right, what's the weirdest conversation about airsoft that you've overheard us having?
You've looked at me funny when I've been like on the phone with Michael such and planning a scenario or an event.
It's the scenario sometimes, because he'll come out with this scenario or this story, and I'm literally like, I don't know what he's talking about, like whether it's airsoft or whether he's had a dream. I'm not really sure what's going
I
on.
did get a funny look from you once when I was on the phone to Kenny. It was just after we'd done the Empire Rising, Phoenix, and was it that one? Or it might have been the second sniper event. One of the two anyhow, and he phoned me up asking me about the skeletons, and I was like, yeah, no, I put all the bodies. There's one body face down in the stream with a log on its back.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah. That's right.
Like, I'm in the kitchen, like making a coffee, and he's just like sat in the lounge, just like looked round the door at me like. I was like, don't worry, I'm just talking to Kenny. It's
that was
fine.
up Phoenix, wasn't it? Yeah.
Not Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the weird one.
Yeah. How about you?
I can't think of any. Like, I think it's just normal.
You
Whatever
just-
you talk about,
Just used to it.
it's just.
At
I'm
this
just
point,
used to
it's
it.
just becoming great. Yeah, Marky Mark, Anna, are you aware of Mike's weird idea of whale farming?
Yes.
What do you think we talk about at home,
I
Mark?
don't think
Like-
you've been.
Whale farming.
Oh, don't ask.
Oh,
I'm intrigued.
That's
Next
the,
time I
that's
see
the
you.
next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
oh. There was somebody was doing a talk on the corner in London where you can go and stand on like a soapbox and like talk about stuff for like 10-15 minutes. I was debating going and doing that about whale farming because I thought that'd be an interesting Q&A. It's like a launch mechanism for my business milk.com.
There's quite a lot of holes in this plan, though. This is the problem.
There's no holes. See the big tank.
I'd love it if you went there, but turns out Anna, your wife's the only critic there, just like picking holes and flaws in your ridiculous idea.
Oh god.
Oh, this is a good question. If you had to describe our post-game smell in one word, what would it be?
Vile.
Oh,
Funk.
gosh.
It's
Funk.
horrible.
That's right, I'm funky.
No. Funk in a
I
bad
don't
way.
think it's that type of funk, mate.
Or maybe it's a unique smell.
It's a smell that's built up over sort of like 48 hours.
Yeah.
From like the early hours of Friday morning when you potentially last washed until Sunday mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
And you're still in the same pants.
Oh god.
From,
Right.
Poor underwear. If I had to choose something I feel sorry for in airsoft, it's my underpants. I think.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Just a rotten gusset.
Yeah. A perished gusset. Yes, come Sunday afternoon.
Oh.
Bless.
Right. Okay. So, what's the best excuse that we've ever given to justify kit purchases?
Flash sale. Every time.
I've
I've
used
still
that
got
to death.
97. What are they? Caramel buns in the loft in a box.
maple
buns in the loft in a box.
That was the
We've
biggest.
got cinnamon buns.
Yeah.
And
No,
hot
we've got
chocolate.
I was 126 maple buns, and my finger was like that. And I was like, I can't stop this. This is happening.
Yeah, flash sales.
I think it was one of those 1 a.m. purchases on a Saturday morning after a glass of red wine Friday night. I thought this is essential.
I bought some dentistry kit from Prepper Shop in a flash sale.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. We've got all these like boxes of
Yeah.
yeah,
What, of actual like
multiple-
medical instruments and stuff.
Yeah, man, it was all
It's
clean.
beyond
It was all brand
weird,
new.
mate.
It's all brand new, but I was like, oh, this would be cool for like a prop.
That's like Andy
like
when he
£5.
bought those second-hand catheters.
I don't think he actually bought those. Oh, honestly,
Second-hand Russian catheters.
Yeah, they look like they were from Chernobyl.
Oh God.
Ugh.
On that note, then, on that train of thought, what's the weirdest thing that you've seen us buy with the justification this is for airsoft? You can't use the dentistry stuff now.
Why not?
Just for
Well, you
You
can.
love a bit of
but I
role
just
play.
feel- Yeah, but I feel like there's other things.
Dr. Fogg, or whatever his name was, for an event.
I think Bernard Lafoe.
I knew it began with an F.
Yeah.
What's that bottle that you take a piss in?
Oh yeah, my piss bottle. To be fair, yeah.
That's not a piss canteen then, no?
your one. There was
No, that's a
something
piss
that you
bottle.
bought.
You drink out of a canteen. You piss in
What
a
I bought
bottle.
was weird.
There was something that you.
I bought a lot of weird things like over
You
the
were
years.
packing in the lounge that day, and I looked and I thought, "What is that?" I can't even remember what it was. You got it off Amazon or something.
What did it? Can you describe what it looked like?
No.
Did it have a hole in it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't want to know.
I don't think you were supposed to see that.
That wasn't for airsoft.
What
Snag
happens
gets
at
lonely.
Airsoft Stage?
Yeah.
It was something like that. I can't remember. It was like a plasticky thing
A plasticky thing with a hole
with
in
a
it.
hole in it, and I remember looking, thinking, "What is that?" And you did tell me, but I didn't really listen.
I've no idea.
It's probably in the loft.
Oh, I imagine it probably is. There's probably several of them in the loft.
Right, there's a couple of questions that have come in, mostly related to me. This is going to go well. Mike, why are you always late if you have 10 alarms going off? Because I have 10 alarms going off and I ignore them.
And then I have to make sure that you're awake.
Yeah.
You'd never get to work in the morning if it wasn't for me.
Oh,
True.
dear.
That's true. Mike, what does Anna think of your string collection?
What's in like
What other string would it
Got your
be?
G-string.
G-string.
G-string? Like your violin and your cello and your
Oh, yeah.
That's when he goes
All the
out on
cellos
stag.
playing. No, I didn't.
When he's out on stag at night, robbing washing lines in the area.
Oh.
I have been looking at a string vest recently.
That would
because
be
there was a British
lovely.
Army.
Oh.
There was a British Army video talking about Arctic warfare, and they were saying like string vests provide basically like a layer of warmth with very little weight, because obviously they're.
Because they've got holes in.
I know, but the idea is that it provides that trap layer. So because it's obviously mesh, that it holds a t-shirt or whatever above that off of you, and it actually creates like a bubble of air.
Oh, okay.
Don't get a string.
But there's a website, Vacuda. I took a screenshot. I have to remind because I can never remember the name of this website. Basically they're like £100 these t-shirts. I was like, I don't think I could justify £100 of a string vest. That's real commitment.
£100 for a string vest.
Wow.
Yeah. So I haven't done that. Just to clarify, I can't find the name of the website now. It's like the Danishy one, like that something or other. Oh, there we go. Found it. Varus Teleka. Varus Teleka. Yeah, merino wool, long sleeve string vest, £100. So
A long sleeve string vest. That's not a vest. Then that's a t-shirt.
okay, it was a string t-shirt. They also do pants as well.
String. Oh no. Ooh. I wouldn't like to wear string underpants.
My mama's just chipped in. I'm not knitting you one.
A knitted woolen string vest for Mike for Christmas. Wonderful.
Thanks, Mum. Oh, it's getting warm in here all of a sudden, isn't it?
You need a string vest.
Anyway.
You got one on underneath that top.
Oh, I do. All the time, constantly prepared.
A string
Not
bodysuit,
even
actually, if
cool.
you must know.
It's just the string pants. That's the problem. Right, this
Like a
segment is
joint of
called
pork, wouldn't it? String pants. For tight-fitting ones, yeah.
Yeah, just butcher string. Right, this segment is called Partners versus Airsoft. So if Airsoft doesn't exist, what would we likely be doing instead?
Remember Mike's mum's on the show.
Okay.
Or listening, should I say.
I'm not.
Yeah, this isn't my mother.
That's not Mike's mum. That's whack. That's whack.
That's Anna. What would you most likely be doing? I don't really know.
What if I wasn't airsofted?
Well, we have other hobbies.
Probably like spending time with us.
Yeah, maybe spend time with your family and your
Maybe.
kids.
Oh, no.
No, but I do that now.
Guilt
day to
trip
day. I
there.
wouldn't class that as a hobby.
Day to day.
I wouldn't class that as a hobby, spending
I would
time with
say
you and the kids.
It's more like
probably be
work.
outdoors.
Yeah. I'll probably still be in the woods with fellas,
He'd still be in the woods with geezers, but
but not armed. Not armed and consensual. But we'd still be dressed as soldiers, I think, though. That would be a must.
he'll be in this place now. He'd just be down here drinking coffee, tinkering around with his tools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. And then occasionally coming up to see you.
Occasionally
you're
popping
still
up to see his family, just saying
Check
hi,
everyone's
then,
alive.
then back down
Also
again.
here, not left me yet. Great stuff. Right, anyhow, back to polishing with spanners.
What do you reckon?
I don't know. Probably playing Xbox or something like that. Or, I don't know.
So we're saying that Airsoft is effectively a nice, healthy hobby for me to have. That's perfect.
That's what I've always said. If I've had to explain airsoft to someone who's a non-airsofter, I've always said it's a healthy way of playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, exercise.
And they're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, it's essentially playing Call of Duty, but without the computer. You are the character that you're portraying." And they're like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna go now.
Bye then.
Thanks for coming in
Is
for the
there any-
interview. We'll be in touch."
This is a good follow-on segue of that, which is: are there any good points about us playing Airsoft? So what are the good things that you enjoy about us being airsofters?
I get the bed to myself.
The time away from each other.
Yeah. That little bit of me time. Well, I don't hear from you at all while you're there.
That's because I can't OPSEC.
Don't hear from him, so
Yeah.
he's literally missing in action when he's out.
Mine's usually because I've forgotten to pack my battery charger and my phone dies.
Yeah, I was going to say you never. By the time that you leave, I don't know when you're coming home because of the fact that your phone
Yeah.
never has any charge.
Lance is like out of gone.
Yeah, off the grid.
Off the grid.
It's situational dependent, really, isn't it? Whether I get in touch with you or not.
But in all fairness, I think it's good because obviously you meet a good bunch of people. It's good for your mental health. It's good for you're just general overall health. I think you enjoy it. You have
yeah,
a bit
absolutely.
of a laugh, and it's just a bit of fun. But I do like just having Netflix to myself and the bed to myself. And
You said that.
it's
You
lovely.
can't make that quite clear. can you?
I must say, on the phone thing, going back to that, there was a time, I think it was at Shift Your Ifs last year, I spent about 20 minutes crawling through a bush to get up onto an enemy position. Forgotten that I'd left my phone on loud, and Andy rang me. I was like, Andy, no, shut up.
No, Andy, no.
A hail of BBs coming to my location. I was very frustrated.
Oh, I do get the
Go
odd
on then.
FaceTime now and again, just him showing me his little war wounds. When he got shot in the face, he has to show me a little picture of his cheek, and then he got shot on the other side, so I got a FaceTime with that as well.
No sympathy, though.
No.
Looking for sympathy, didn't get any.
No.
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 Come on then, Anna, what are the positives?
As I said, like the time, you know, I love you, but it's nice to have a little bit of time away from you.
One time, right, I came back from an event early because I think the event, I think it was maybe Dover or something, but it got cancelled.
Oh, I know it is.
Came back
Yeah, I
early.
think.
Literally, Anna saw me arrive and just cried because she'd only just finished tidying the house, and I came back in and just started dumping my stuff, and she just literally looked at me and just burst into tears. I was like, "Oh,
Lovely,
okay,
hot,
then when I
lovely
leave."
hot deep bubble bath just been run. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah. I love him coming home, but it's when all the stuff just stinks and it's piled up downstairs, and then it moves from downstairs to upstairs, and then it's upstairs for about a week, and then it goes up in the loft.
Yeah, but I have to wash and
never
cleanse
gets that
everything.
far.
You always say that. Oh, you always get angry, Lance, after an event as well, didn't you? It's
You-
not fair. Your friends get happy, Lance, and then when it's all
I
said
get
and done,
moody, Lance.
I get moody, Lance.
Moody, tired, grumpy.
Smelly.
I'm like, Mike gets happy Lance for the weekend, and I get grumpy Lance when he comes home.
It's the thing when you
Yeah, I
like,
do.
you've been at the event all Saturday night into Sunday, and then it's like the event's finished and you've driven home and you've like sleep deprived and you've had a shower and you're trying to sit there and have like Sunday afternoon dinner and just like. He's like, just go to bed. You're useless to me now. I'm like, what? Where am I?
Honestly. Yeah. But you enjoy
that is one of the
it,
worst
don't you?
parts, is the bit that, you coming home. So.
I know you've
That sounds
complained.
terrible, but
You've complained before about me aching because I ache. Like because I do genuinely try to throw myself into scenarios and things like running around, etc. So I get back and like my legs are really tired. Like,
And you injure yourself as well. 'Cause
yeah,
you
I
do.
do. I mean, there was that time I
you
got a
do go all
pulmonary
in.
edema. I didn't get any sympathy.
No.
Literally, in fact, I got dropped at the hospital A&E. I think you'll find. You go into A&E, and I'll come get you when you need me. Didn't I?
maybe.
We didn't even have a kid at that point. Right. Les asks, ladies, would you let your hubbies buy £3,500 nods?
What's a nod?
What's a nod?
What is a nod?
There we go. That's a good question. If you can get it
What is
wrong,
nods?
that means
No.
that we can get them.
But where's my phone? I'm going to Google it.
No, you're not allowed to Google. Not allowed to Google. If you get
know
it
what
wrong,
nods
though,
are, surely.
No.
we're allowed to
You
buy
know.
nods.
I know
Night
what
vision
costs about
goggles
that
or something.
much.
What'd
Yeah, I
you
was
say?
going to say
Night
that.
vision goggles.
Yeah.
Has Anna guessed?
I
She
I
just-
know that like 3,500 buys like night vision.
That's what I said, night vision. Absolutely not. Sorry.
Oh. Look at the fun police on the show this evening, everybody.
But you haven't answered yet. You haven't said yes or no. You've just said you know what that costs.
Yeah, no, you're not getting it.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I
no.
thought there was a
Yeah, no,
glimmer
yeah.
of hope there.
No,
Surely
definitely not.
that answer then, Mike, was Anna saying, surely the look in my eye was a no. You didn't really need to answer him, did it?
I need very firm yes or no's. Like that's how I roll.
No.
Oh, right. If we let you redesign an airsoft event, an Airsoft MilSim, to make it more partner friendly. So this is an event that you are mandatorily having to attend. What could we do to get you to come to that event? What would make the event better for you? You can't say no airsoft
Oh.
and like not
And
being in the
you
woods
also
and
can't
stuff
say
like that.
we can't be there.
Yeah. So this is an actual Airsoft MilSim event that you are having to attend. What could we do to make it like to a point where you go, yeah, all right, I'm going. How could we make it better for you to go?
Have a nice tent with an ensuite attached to it and a double bed.
That sounds
Okay,
lovely.
so To be fair,
Somewhere with proper accommodation.
to be fair, Longmoor has bunkhouses with
No.
toilets.
Mike.
I shared a bunkhouse with him once. Actually, several times, but the last time was awful, and I'll never do it again.
See, I'd have to have a clean toilet, potentially maybe a little spa massage area, and nice food, nice drinks, and a comfy bed.
If I had to describe the sound of sharing a bunk with Mike, not the bunk, but the room that the bunks were in.
Okay.
We know when you've had a deep bath and you're emptying the bath and it gets to probably the last third of the water's coming out and you start to get that suction down the plug hole.
Yeah.
That's the sound he is.
I was ill, man. I was very ill on that.
No, because it's happened a few times. I was very, very close to cutting someone's throat that night, and I'm not a violent person.
Oh dear. But no, it'd have to be a bit of a spa, a bit of a you go do your thing, and I'll go over there and
No, you've got to be in the event though. You'll have to be my wingman.
No.
You'll be like Goose, so I'll be Maverick.
Yeah.
You saw me at paintball. You don't need me as your wing woman. Trust me.
Wing woman. Still be wingman if you're a woman.
Well, wingman woman,
Winger.
Wingman woman.
wingman woman, whatever you want.
Les says, Mike, are you selling the Sanger to your wife that it's lush, really? Yeah, it's lush. It's there's loads of lovely views from a
Toilets.
Sanger. Toilets.
There's
To
a
be
tuck
fair,
shop.
the toilets at Longmoor have got a lot better because they used to be Portaloos.
Yeah,
now
there's
they're
like,
like a
like a
proper...
tuck shop. You can go get sweets and crisps. And
I'm
things.
there.
Yeah, I'm still imagining the Portaloos.
No, they're not Portaloos. That's what I'm saying. They're like,
Right.
they're like
I
a
bet they're
block of
grim.
toilets now. No,
No,
they're
they're
pretty
good
nice.
toilets now. They used to be
Yeah,
crap. They used to be
yeah.
like the Turdis. Used to be like the.
Are there
Portaloo.
actual toilets there then? You don't just have
Well,
to go in the wall?
they're like a mobile toilet. So it's on a chassis on wheels, but it's an actual toilet, proper toilet.
But don't you guys just go where you are, like in the woods?
Well, I would do. But if there's a perfectly serviceable toilet, like a 2-second stroll, I'll use that
Just digging a
rather
hole.
than just
Digging the hole.
crapping on the floor behind it.
Dig a little hole in the
Going
woods.
through the gravel, just like visible
Yeah.
sight of the toilet. But no,
James
I'm
from
on
Defiant
patrol.
coming out the briefing room. Lance, there's a toilet there. No, I'm on airsoft, mate. I'm gonna go to the toilet behind it
Think you find this is a MilSim? We don't have toilets.
because MilSim. That's why. Because MilSim.
Oh god.
James said, to be honest, my wife's first MilSim, I got her house to sleep in. It was a derelict one at HQ Airsoft, but that's not the point.
No.
No, fair play, mate.
No,
No.
no.
There's an awful lot of my wife, and every time I'm reading, I can't help but
My
say it in
wife.
Borat's voice. I change it to be honest, my wife, and I'm like, no, you didn't stop saying. He's not saying it like that.
Danny and I went to use the toilet together as a little. You know how women go to the toilet together. Well, I say it's not just women, but like my understanding is that you go to the toilet with like friends. That's how you guys go. So Danny and I did it at the last event, and we had a lovely time. He says,
What,
"Don't
like
use the
sword
toilet.
fight?
The pipes are shit." No, we didn't sword fight. We had adjacent cubicles, and we were just talking to each other during our time in there.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with that. Listening to you make a
Danny
toilet.
didn't either. He's still got the video.
Oh god.
Well, like under the cubicle video, like looking up at you,
He was just recording it because we were just chatting to each other. It was just...
putting the world to rights as you do.
Yeah.
Well done.
Landhav challenge, Mike only poops in the woods if he can go back and check it afterwards. Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, he's done that. Yeah,
What
Anna,
do
did you know
mean?
about that?
Gone back and checked it.
Yeah.
So Mike's been wild camping on Dartmoor before, and a year later he's gone back with his brother, and he remembered where he took a shit and went and dug it up.
I wanted to see if it would biodegrade.
And did
It
it?
hadn't. It was still there.
Oh,
Oh, that is great.
yeah.
But it's beyond
I've heard that
creepy.
story. I've heard most of your shitting stories, but
I like how most of makes it sound like there's more than one. But
there is.
there definitely is.
Oh.
Daniel Guest won his first nods and thermal in a raffle.
Brilliant, nicely done. I
Um,
actually remember that one. I actually entered that one as well and lost.
If
'cause
you win
Dan
them,
won.
you can have them, but you're not buying them.
Really?
Yeah.
If you win it.
Les
Oh,
on the
okay.
question about the $3,500, he said, "Sorry, boys, I tried. Thanks for the 20 quid."
What if I entered a competition to win nods, but the ticket was $3,500?
No, that does not
Oh.
work. Nice try.
Danny suggested taking wine and cheese to a MilSim. Would that be?
That
Yeah.
sounds nice.
I'd be down for that.
Would you be willing to try a ration pack at some point?
I think I have.
I've cooked you a ration. I've cooked Louise a Wayfarer's chicken tikka and rice.
Very nice.
Not really ration pack, but it's it's on the same.
Yeah, it's
line.
close.
That was another flash sale that Lance found on ration packs. So we had boxes and boxes of ration packs.
Yeah.
Another flash sale that rocked up at the front door.
For 3 months.
Oh, even the kids.
Kids, lunch is ready for school.
Kids had lunches. There was like
Pork in black bean sauce and a chicken tikka and rice for you. You can eat them cold. Hard routine. Let's go.
Well, I know that there was one time, Lance, that you took your kids to the woods and you forgot to bring a jet ball or something like that, and I know that you made them eat cold.
they did.
Yeah,
How
cold rations. Yeah,
horrible.
hardcore. Enjoyed it, and they loved it.
My poor children.
Cold beans and sausages for both of them.
My poor children. Poor kids.
Yeah. How about you?
As long as you can guarantee that they haven't gone off.
Oh, that's part of the flavour. You never really know.
Oh my god! Do you remember that one on the
You've
24-hour show that you opened, Mike?
Yeah.
That's what I was
To be
thinking
fair,
of.
that one had
And
gone
it
off
had
because it
perished.
was smushed into the bag. That was pretty
Oh.
good.
So as long as you can guarantee that it's okay.
What was that event we went to and someone opened a blueberry bun and they were chomping away on it?
Oh
And,
yeah, that was great.
and-
That was horrible.
I can't remember who it was now. But he's like, yeah, it's this blueberry bun, but it's got green on it as well.
Oh.
Green flecks, and it's where the film had become pierced, and it was just little dots of green mould all over this blueberry bun, but then there was blueberry spots all over it. And I was just like, yeah,
Oh, God,
yeah, you shouldn't be eating that.
That's disgusting.
It's not supposed to be green.
Good luck. Hey guys, this one's minty.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you what,
God.
would you be willing to try a ration pack this weekend? Because I've got a load in the garage that I could prepare.
You should
like
do it as a
Valentine's
romantic
Day
dinner,
ration pack.
a Friday
That's what I was
night.
just
Don't
romantic.
do a
We could film
Valentine's
it.
dinner,
Dinner.
Mike.
Not on Friday night,
Not on Friday night, on
No.
Saturday. We'll do it on Saturday.
maybe.
Bit of biscuits brown.
Some
I don't know what
canapes.
biscuits browns are. That's a really weird thing to say to somebody that doesn't know what you're talking about. Bit of
Can I
biscuits
tempt you with a
Valentine's
biscuits
Day?
brown? No, you can't.
Don't thanks.
Hey,
No.
next course.
Oh.
So at our MilSim event that we've just planned, so we've got you basically glamping pods with toilets and all that. Do you,
Yeah,
Wine.
armed glamping, isn't it?
Wine and cheese, lovely.
do you think that you could survive that event without being shot, or do you think that you would effectively just be cannon fodder?
Absolutely not. I would be shot within about 5 minutes. 100%.
I don't know. I think you're quite sneaky.
I'm not. I panic, and then when I hide from someone, I need the loo, and then I have to find the loo, and then I'd get
Yeah,
shot.
but it's
Well, you don't have
MilSim,
to
so you
find the
just go
little
where you
MilSim
are.
because you just dig a hole.
Well, yeah, I'll just go by the tree then.
Yeah. Well, if you want to find Louise at a MilSim, just check the toilets. I think for the majority of the event,
No, I'd be
hovering around there.
I'd be too worried.
Yeah, no, I'd hide, but I think somebody would definitely find me. So, yeah, I wouldn't shoot anybody or anything like that. I'd just hide.
Okay.
So.
Would you
Right.
get angry if we got shot and it really hurt us?
No, because you've put yourself in that situation.
You could literally no fucking sympathy at all. Literally, don't care if you don't come home. I'm glad when you're not here. I'm glad it
you're not
hurts, and I wouldn't support you if you got hurt and I was at the event with you. In fact, I'd probably lay a couple of rounds into your head as well.
If somebody purposely came up to you horribly and hurt you, obviously I'd
Yeah, but
say
it's what it is. It's
No,
you're
no.
playing a part. Isn't it?
But like bash you around the head with a gun or something.
No, you
in
couldn't
a
do that. No,
fight,
but if they shot me and I was like whimpering like a puppy.
then that's your own fault. I'm sorry.
I've been shot in the ear by Lance.
It's rude.
And not airsoft.
Oh dear.
That was in the car park afterwards.
Is that another a story for another day?
Well, just going back to what Marky Mark says, he says you're only homosexual in the woods. So,
Okay.
apparently, so yeah,
Is that just a general statement?
MilSims.
yeah, apparently.
Because I've seen homosexuals not in the woods before. I'm just saying.
Have you really?
Your phone.
Just want to check the kids on.
Landnav Challenge says, have you? So we know that you've never played MilSim or Airsoft, but would you?
Have you ever played a game, or would you?
I probably wouldn't do a MilSim, but
You've shot the rifles and that before, haven't you?
I've had a
Over
go.
the
I've
woods.
had a
You've had
go.
some Plinking on targets.
It depends who else was playing.
What if you and Anna was a team?
Oh, you and Anna are going out as a team.
Well, I think we just end up hiding.
Team Alpha Lima.
We'd end up hiding. We'd just go and find the wine, cheese, and the spa.
Yeah. So we do two pissed up players giggling, winging in the woods, nervous giggles.
Yeah.
Eating your cheese spread on
Eating a
crackers.
cheese spread.
Sounds like sounds like a good weekend.
Would
It'd be like
would you
essentially
willing
like
to
Sex
do
and the
a
City
loadout?
does airsoft, doesn't it? Really?
Like an event. Maybe not a whole event, but maybe a game.
Do you know what? I probably, if I was on his team and he kind of stayed with me the whole time, like a shield, like a human shield, I might consider it.
Ooh.
Sorry, it's...
Well, you cast a spell then.
You will be my character.
This episode is sponsored by Ring.
Other doorbells are available.
Yeah.
I think I'll give it a go.
You would.
Maybe.
Can you turn that off?
I'm so sorry, guys.
day.
Hang on.
Right. Pegasus asks, how often do you randomly find Lance or Mike walking around in kit?
Oh, I've done that to you a few times. haven't I?
Before an event, if I'm at work, he'll send me selfies of himself in all different types of kit to my work phone, and I want me to be like, yeah, it's nice. So he does like to have a little try on and a little fashion show just before an event. And he will just walk in with like all his kit on, like everything.
I've done that before a few times, haven't I? Yeah.
Yeah, and I just carry on watching like Love Island or whatever I'm doing to let him crack on.
You don't normally do that, to be fair. Just wander around in your
So
kit.
I need to ask you
I
a
think he
question.
waits till you're
Was it
asleep,
you-
Anna, and then just like stalks around the bed.
When I was at
You
uni,
don't know what I'm doing.
was it you that walked in on me playing Battlefield? I can't remember. Pretty certain that someone walked in on me playing Battlefield, and I had, I didn't like just shorts and a t-shirt, but I'd rigged my helmet up with my comms set up into my Xbox controller because I've worked out I could do that. So I was basically playing Battlefield, but all my comms were running through my helmet.
You're a
that what
lucky
you-
girl, Anna. You're a lucky girl.
Because that was a weird sight for
Oh,
whoever walked in. I know that's very
Wow.
And that is why we're not allowed to have real firearms in the UK.
Yeah.
Or very stringent checks.
Yeah, I wouldn't be allowed one. I haven't read this question yet, so this is a punt. Daniel says, question for Louise and Anna. We need your vow to ensure your idiotic and beautiful husbands do not give up NoFo. Wednesday night is not the same when I'm in the bath.
Aww.
Do you
I'm
know-
glad
Got a
I make
little
your
touch.
bath times more.
Daniel, I'm going to try and buy you a little NoFo Foxy.
We should get a little floaty fox so you can get like the little ducks
Yeah.
for the bath. We should get little foxes.
Yeah, I will never make Lance give this up because, again, I love my Wednesday evenings.
Yeah, I was just out. Yeah, I wouldn't make you give it up.
I think you quite enjoy me doing November Foxtrot and Airsoft. I think it's not just. I don't know, maybe this is wishful thinking. I do get the impression that you see me doing some things, you're like, that's just a waste of my time.
Yeah, no, I think it's worthwhile. I think you don't necessarily need all the kit that you have.
Oh no, we do.
Yeah, agreed.
But in terms of like the exercise, the mental health, like all of that, it's all important stuff. So, and doing this, obviously,
I
you
think
don't
there's a
get
little
to go.
bit of you that likes hearing about all the exciting things I buy as well.
And the outfits as well, of course.
Yeah, but you expect me, like, I'm waving you off to war when you go to Airsoft.
No, just a little bit of, a little bit of,
Me and the kids to stand
a
out
bit of
the
gumption
front.
behind you.
Like
Be
that,
nice.
honestly.
You know?
And the kids and everything, we're just like,
All
yeah, see you
cheer.
later. Oh, but no, Lance will not be giving up NoFo anytime soon.
No. I think we need to do a few more of these. I quite enjoy these.
Yes.
Me and Anna will
This
just
is
take
gonna
over one
happen.
night. We'll just be, you two can go and look after the kids.
Phil says, wife-friendly MilSim would basically be a hotel at the fob with windows to watch the husbands from a couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
It'd be like essentially all the wives would be on a spa weekend, and then occasionally one or two husbands would run past.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, who's that? Oh,
Yeah, and they'd just be there with cock like mojitos. Yeah, like, so shit faced now. Don't even care what happens to you.
Come on, Bruce! Right, so this is an opportunity for you to ask us questions. So you publicly, we are going to answer these. This might not end well. You obviously have full sight of the chat as well. So yeah, basically, are there anything that you would like to ask?
Any burning questions?
Or you can ask each other. So, for example, obviously you can do each other, or to me, Lou, or Anna, if you want to ask Lance anything.
Okay.
Prime opportunity to ask anything you want to ask.
Right, Mike. In total, how much do you think you have spent on airsoft kit from beginning
God,
to now?
Straight for the
And
fucking
be
jugular.
completely honest.
Straight for the jugular. Sorry, Mike, I didn't know that was coming.
So, right, I happen to know this because, I know an aspect of this. So, I was looking at, I use an app called Top Cashback, which tracks various shops and you get cashback from it, right? So, I've used eBay since university, which was 2008.
You started 2008.
2008. On eBay since 2008, I've spent £6,000 on eBay. So that works out about, I think it was like 500 a year ish, 300 a year. Something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
that's not all on airsoft, is it? Surely.
A lot of it is airsoft, to be fair.
Wow.
I love the fact you asked me,
Right.
and I like underestimated to know, whereas
Yeah.
your mum went way over.
And that's
So that's just eBay. That's not Amazon.
That's just
So
eBay.
So with all the other bits and bobs as well.
I would be probably in the region of about, I don't know, 10k maybe. Probably.
Anna's left the chat.
Over that long, because there's kit that I've bought and then sold. I mean, it's a hard thing to tell, but I'm probably somewhere around that. I mean, you look at a rifle. So, for example, a brand new rifle, you're probably talking, I don't know, 200, 300 pound for a rifle, brand new. Then you're looking at upgrades to that. So, I mean, that, you can get rifles that you're probably looking at sort of 500-600 quid.
Yeah, I mean, a middle of the road rifle is £200-300.
Yeah, I've got a few rifles. I mean, that's already a couple of grand.
Yeah.
Total.
And you've got the parts for it, spare magazines, batteries if they need
Pyro.
it, scopes.
I mean, pyro, you're throwing a grenade, that's £3 a shot. I've definitely thrown an awful lot of pyro in my time.
Yeah.
So
Mortars.
probably, mortar rounds there.
They're a tenner each.
Ka-ching every time they come out.
So 10k.
Probably around that, yeah.
What about you?
Danny said Mike's crying inside.
Anna, ask him.
Me? I don't know. I mean, if Mike spent that, but Mike has got a vast collection of helmets and bags and that, so I'm going to say...
Yours is pouches,
an investment.
a lot of pouches.
Mine's an investment.
I'm going to say in the region, I reckon between 6 and 7.
Jesus, I think of the holidays I could have had.
Well, I have had holidays out of it.
No, you have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other thing. You clock an event, you're talking maybe, what, £100 for a weekend event? 150.
Yeah, we're not talking about that, Mike. We're talking about just...
No,
I
meant
was
in
going to say,
terms
because
of...
I'm pretty sure this is adding up.
Right.
You justifying it with a rifle, it's going, oh yeah,
For 300 quid,
couple
Mike,
of
doesn't
those,
really justify it.
No, I'm actually concerned it's higher now.
I was going to say, I don't think it's 10.
I don't think... I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but I genuinely don't think it's over 7 I've spent. Oh, genuinely, I don't think that is that much. It probably is more than that,
Look at
but
me.
I genuinely don't think that.
Look at me and tell me.
Well, I genuinely don't think I've spent more than 7 grand.
I mean,
I
this
know
is
that
the thing.
face, and I know when it's
I've been
740s.
I've been playing airsoft since like 2008, 2009.
He's really trying to justify
Yeah,
himself,
Mike's
isn't he?
been playing airsoft longer than I have.
By how much?
Like,
Well, I've only been playing it sort of 8... Yeah, old Dolby. 8 years? Just before we moved here.
9 years.
9 years.
What are you typing in? How much you spend a year?
no, that was 20. I forgot you're here. I was trying to work out. I was trying to work out how many years since 2008 it's been. I
Oh,
can't do simple maths in my head. So I started
14.
like
No, 15
2002.
now, isn't it?
They're 17 years. 17 years. So I've been playing for 17 years. So it's a very long time. And I think, if you spread anything out, if you have a hobby where you spend money on doing it, then of course it's going to add up. I don't feel ashamed. I'm proud. I wear it like a badge.
It's the fact that you say like.
So if you divide 17, if you divide 10k over 17,
look, you're digging out
helping,
now.
Lance.
It's the...
and then divide that by 52.
That's £588 a year.
Yeah, divide that by 52. It's gonna be like £5.
That's £11 a week.
There you go. That's fucking pennies. Come on.
Oh my god.
£11
It's the fact
a
that
week.
you always say if anything happens to me,
Divide that by Mike.
talk
Just
to
quickly
me.
divide that by 5. Let's say 5 working days.
Oh, no, we divided by 7, surely.
I'm just depending whether Anna gets the
£1.60 a
Starbucks
day.
coffee on a weekend or not.
£1.60 a day.
That's it. That's not even as much as what you guys spend on your coffees from a Costa or a Starbucks. So there. And I don't do that. See, that justifies it. I don't buy
It
coffees.
doesn't.
I make my coffees at home in my Stanley Cup. So therefore, I'm saving more than what I'm buying.
Oh, yeah, Stanley Cups, they're expensive.
But you only need to buy them once because you get a
Yeah, only
lifetime
once,
guarantee.
yeah. Oh, there you go. Daniel spent like 12 grand, including the truck.
Oh, was that our truck?
Mm.
Oh,
Wheels under bus. Wheels under bus. I'm not sure if he's
No.
saying in like a
Wheels under
Jamaican
the bus?
accent the child's
I don't
nursery
know.
rhyme.
Wheels on the bus.
Wheels under bus, go round and round, man. Whoa, come on, move your body.
Yeah, Pegasus said so. On the note of money, then, so about the question about letting them carry on with NoFo.
That's the previous question about that. Carry on.
Yeah,
I think we're all right.
Anyway,
Moving on.
are there any other questions you'd like to ask?
do you miss us when you're? Do you miss your family when you're on a MilSim?
Trying to think about it because I'm trying to focus on the mission.
I have a little picture that I go, oh, who am I doing this for? And I put up a picture.
100%.
That objective at red dot 6. Oh, I've got to take it. Who am I doing it for?
Oh my lord!
It's a picture of Lance and Andy normally. So that's
I have
Yeah.
a picture in my kit of Mike with his head out of his tent, and he looks like the snail from it looks like the turtle from Neverending Story. And whenever I'm feeling low at an event, I look at that and it just makes me happy.
Feeling low at an event?
Just if you feel a bit tired,
because he's got a
fatigued.
picture. He doesn't there feel low very often.
And I whip out the picture of Mike looking essentially like a turtle. the tent's all camouflaged and it's just his little half asleep face looking out at me.
Oh look, I've just seen that comment.
What is it? Which one?
The bottom one.
I can confirm that as soon as they decide they do not talk about interviews.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
Wow.
Mark, be careful, mate. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
I retract that previous statement. That's without raffle wins, apparently, from Dan.
Ooh.
So, Les says, Lou, how did you find Lance's 40th? You got involved a little bit.
Well, I did. So we obviously surprised him.
Explain what the whole concept was, because obviously
So,
there
for
are
his
people that don't
40th,
know.
I spoke with you and Les and everybody about arranging a sort of a surprise little airsoft thing in the woods, in Dormazan Woods. So you guys were very helpful. Mike set out a scenario. I met the boys up there the day before with your cake and everything. He had not a clue what was
Genuinely
going on.
didn't have a clue.
Didn't have a clue. Then he's gone over there for the day thinking, oh, this is nice, blah-de-da. Me and the kids have turned up, terrified. The kids thought that Lance was going to shoot them in the head. They were like, Mum, we can't do this. So we all got safety goggles. Lance, I think, was with you doing some patrol. I don't know what he was doing.
In a recce.
He was doing a recce,
Doing a recce.
in the trees or whatever he was doing.
In the area.
And then we arranged it so he walked up and saw us all. And I think you told him not to shoot because the kids were there. And then
Well, he was literally. I'd like to point out, he was like, "Oh, I've got eyes on. I think I'm going to take a shot." And we were all like, "Oh shit, no!"
Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
me and the kids stood there, and then he walked up, and we just all had Kansas City string. And I mean, we covered him,
Oh, I was classed. But
covered him.
I saw a balloon hanging up, and I was like, Mike, they've got a balloon hanging up in the fob area. I can't think why they would. Maybe it's like windage or something.
Oh,
And it was at that point I looked round and he's just like giggling like a Cheshire cat. He's like, "Happy birthday."
did you seriously have no clue?
I'd not a clue. Not a dicky bird. No. Not
And
a
they were
clue.
all amazing.
Packed all my kit properly and everything like that. It's all tooled up, ready to go. And I
And it
think
was quite
You got the
funny
call.
watching him
You got
do
the
this,
call.
watching him pack it up, unpack it, pack
Arseholes.
it up, unpack it. I
Yeah.
was just sat on the sofa eating my dinner, just laughing inside at him.
unbelievable. Yeah, definitely
But the
hoodwinked.
kids-
Absolutely hoodwinked.
Because I think someone let a grenade off at some point, and then we all had to run, and I wasn't really sure what was going on.
Didn't you run through the smoke? A smoke grenade. Les lit up a smoke grenade.
Les lit up
They were like lost in the smoke
I
for
couldn't
ages.
see
like,
it in
didn't
front
know
of
where
my-
they were.
The kids were like, "Mum, where are you?" I was like, "I don't know." But yeah, it was very good, and I think that's just about as involved as I'll probably.
It was good. It was good. Very a nice
Probably
surprise.
They all did very well. All your mates did very
Yeah,
well
I did.
with
Yeah,
that.
I'm a great deal for that.
They
Yes.
did a good job. Mike with his little scenario and everything really got you.
The buggers.
Operation Blue Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was many a phone call and a conversation with Mike. You had no clue what was going
Oh,
on.
Mother Eagle. I learned about that. That literally made me a little bit sick in my mouth when I heard what your name was. And I was like, oh,
We need
God,
code names.
Mother Eagle.
My call sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet he thought of that, didn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was brilliant. 2 years
Have a
ago
call
now.
sign.
Why not? Yeah, oh, don't. Christ. God, I'm getting old.
Right, you had a question.
Lance, what would you do without Mike's amazing leadership skills?
I'd use my own. No, I don't know really. I don't know. It'd be like having like my right arm cut off.
Aww.
My little
Oh,
giggly mate.
he's a lefty.
You know. No, it's always good to roll with him on events and stuff. We've always had a good laugh. Well, we met our first event, didn't we? Was our first MilSim
It was, and I think what's weird
apocalypse,
is
which
that
was really odd because
within-
I'd never done a MilSim before, neither had Mike, and decided to do this one, which happened to be his one. And then obviously
Yeah.
at the time, NoFo or anything hadn't even been thought of or dreamt up. And it was like looking back, it's like, well, that's weird how we both went to the same event for our first ones, and sort
I
of
properly met Lance when he came over and went, "Oh, what gun's that?" I was like, "Oh yeah, check it out."
Well, funny you should ask.
yeah,
Let me tell you a fun fact.
Oh,
yeah.
God. And that's where it started.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and then we weren't friends from that moment.
That's all good.
Yeah. Right. What do you think if the roles were reversed? So the two of you went off to an airsoft event, and the two of us stayed at home. What do you think we would cope as well with achieving all the things that you guys achieve?
No.
No.
Yeah.
The kids
I
would
feel
probably
the kids-
eat.
Well, the kids are pretty self-sufficient in here. Oh, no.
There's a rat pack.
I think he'd be okay.
They're essentially just two small people that live in my house as freeloaders.
Oh yeah. I think he'd be okay, but I think he'd realise what we do sometimes that they don't so much of. I don't think we'd have any clean clothes.
No.
I can do washing.
Lance can't do washing. Lance once put all his airsoft stuff in the machine with all our stuff and one of his green scarves, and it
Oh
died
yeah, I washed a
everything.
new green schmag in the
with all our whites, all
and it dyed Leah and Louise's new next pajamas like a
bogey
crap
green.
shade of green. Sorry.
So he's not allowed near the washing machine
Yeah.
ever again.
But then equally, you are useless at loading a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Like Louisa put a knife in the dishwasher, like down, which will prevent the thing from spinning. And I'm like, That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
I live with someone that's very controlling over the dishwasher. So
I do too.
I load it properly, and then it gets reloaded after I.
Yeah, Anna, I think we're on the same page here. Efficiency.
Mine just gets thrown in.
Because I open it knowing full well Louise has done it, and then I restack it.
With you, Louise. I load it properly, but apparently it's not right.
No, because otherwise it won't wash properly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anna.
See, he'll open it, and I just hear this. Oh, for God's sake! And I'm
why
like,
have you done the dishwasher? Because now I have to put it all in again and wash it again because it's not washed. So yeah, that's my only pet peeve. I think I'd survive. All cutlery would be immensely clean if I had to survive on my own for a weekend at home. Then I might just get takeaways and keep everything clean. Then
I think you'd struggle. You couldn't find anything. That would be your problem.
No.
Because constantly you ask me, like, where's this? Where's this? Where's this?
Yeah, I get. Right. Where's my work?
This is turning into couples therapy now. In my defence, things don't get put back in the same place twice. Sometimes in our house, so things that were in the location are now magically kept a week later in a completely different location, and it's my fault that I can't find things.
But it's normally been moved like a month before. It's just that you don't
use it that regularly.
Use it.
There
like
would be a lot of
tablets.
wet towels left on the floor and the bed if I wasn't there.
let's not go down that road.
Just saying.
Because there's a perfectly good coat hook in the hallway.
Oh, here we go.
When you come into our house, but certain people in the house tend to just choose the nearest door handle or top of the door to put said coats.
Oh, that's right.
Which
Every
leaves
time
the coat rack empty, which makes the
Anna will
coat
put
rack
things in the garage. You'll enjoy
redundant.
this one. Anna will pick up a thing. She'll take it to a location that it lives in, and then just leave it in the doorway. So you go into the garage, and there's just a circle of stuff where she kind of got in and gone, oh, I can't put it there, can't put it there. Oh, there on the floor.
Don't go in the garage.
This is a good spot for this. This could go here.
Yeah.
Danny asks, Anna, does Mike have a fetish for helmets and off-spray vests? And does he just wear them with nothing else?
Oh.
No. You just have a problem. That and bomb suits and
Oh, he does have a full bomb suit.
There is so many.
A bomb. He's got a full.
Of course he has. I wouldn't expect anything
No,
less.
yes, of course he has. Yeah, absolutely.
No, when we moved, like we had to get all of this stuff out of the loft, and there's a lot of like bin bags of things.
It's a good way of wrapping stuff.
And this
You can't see what's in it. Right?
No, you label them. You've labelled them as well, so I know exactly what's in each of them. But the bomb suit is currently
very organised. That's all I'm hearing.
The bomb suit is currently in the spare room, and every time I need to get something, I have to move it. It's so heavy.
Our spare room does have an odour surplus smell though now. It's lovely. I go in there every once in a while and just have a big sniff.
The smell of
Lance
surplus.
wanted to mount his airsoft gun behind our headboard in our bedroom, and I was like, absolutely not.
Let's see what the problem is myself.
No way.
I was going to do it on my half of the bedside, so it's above my pillow area.
No.
No, you used to have your what do you call it? What gun?
Oh, my Lewis gun.
Yeah, you used to have that in the lounge, and since we've moved, that's been banned.
I made that though. That's like.
I know, but you're not
Look,
3 years old.
Sounded like a school project.
I made that in class.
I can't put it on the fridge.
Poppy stuff gets displayed on the fridge.
Yeah, we've got all the rest of the crap.
Yeah, come on, let Poppy.
Poppy hasn't made a Lewis gun, has she?
It's been displayed for like 8 years. That's enough.
Oh god.
That's not bad, mate. It's had a good innings.
Oh yeah, but we haven't fully finished redecorating yet, so that's going to find a place in the house somewhere.
Could be an entrance hallway, sort of a bit of a feet,
We've got that big glass window. We could hang it there.
No.
Sorry, Anna. Death stare then.
Right. So you have to now come up with a call sign for yourself. Louise, you can't have Mother Eagle.
Oh.
And then you have to come up with a call sign for us that isn't 9-volt airsoft or the punish one. Come up one for yourselves and then one for your partner.
Can it be like from the phonetic alphabet?
Yes.
What, like Alpha Bravo Charlie?
Alpha.
Yeah. But meaning something. Like if I was to be
tell
uniform
you-
tango. That would be utterly terrified.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's my one. Uniform tango.
Mine's not anywhere near exciting. All I can think of is based on the
Anna.
Mother Egan.
Anna.
Alpha.
Did you know that you're on? Sorry, just while we're thinking, the soundboard on here.
Did you ever hear about
I
that's
did.
a mouse? Isn't
I
it?
did.
Yeah,
It was very.
we've had that a few times. I didn't.
The
actually know that was on
the
there.
video is sublime.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Call sign baby.
All I
face
can think of
man
is Mother
bum.
Fraser, but that makes me sound like your mum.
God, we said Mother Fraser. That's horrific.
Mother Fraser.
Mother Fraser.
Oh. That's us ruined for the next 6 weeks.
Is that Anna's call sign now, Mother
That's
Fraser?
what she wants to be called, Mother Fraser.
No, I can think
I want you to call me Mummy from now on.
What do you think
Oh,
of call signs for us then?
Time for you. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Probably like Dipsy.
Dipsy.
Yeah.
You could be Lala. No, what's the one that's got that?
They've all got one on their heads.
No, but what's the one with like that? Is it
No.
Poe?
Oh.
No, that's Dipsy. Dipsy's got the point, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
Well, that's
Dipsy's
not
the
a point.
Dipsy's the point.
Well, it's more a point than Poe's a circle.
That's a circle.
It's not a circle. How many circles have you seen that go straight up like that? Oh, I suppose it is a little bit, yeah.
Poe. That would be Lance's.
Poe. So we've got Dipsy, Poe. So who's Lala and Tinky Winky then out of used to?
I'll be
I'll
Tinky
take one.
Winky.
Mike's Tinky Winky. Oh, okay.
Shotgun.
Shotgun Tinky Winky.
Oh, okay. Right. Do you think if you were an airsofter, you would be a support gunner, a sniper,
Oh, you want to hold
a
that? Sorry.
designated marksman, a rifleman? I don't know if there really are any others. I mean, you could go down the route of saying grenadier, but
Or what sort of gun would you use?
I would be a
Yeah.
sniper.
Ugh.
because you can hide.
So I can hide and stay there forever. Yeah, I could borrow one of his camo suits that he makes and just hide in the grass.
Yeah, the only one I can remember that you said in that long list.
So a
is
support gunner.
sniper.
Support gunner, a sniper, a rifleman. What was the other one I said? I can't remember what I said now. Or a designated marksman.
Do I get to be with other people if it's a support?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You get to be with other people in all of it.
No, okay. No, I just didn't know whether I could.
I just don't want to be lonely.
Anna, come and be a sniper with me.
Will
We
there
can
be
hide
airsoft
together.
friends? I want to be airsoft friends.
You go sniper.
Well, you could be a sniper team then. There
We
you go.
will hide
Yeah,
together
be a
in the
sniper.
grass
Yeah.
with our wine and cheese.
It's just the Teletubbies.
Well, they're looking for soldiers. They won't expect the Teletubbies.
Yeah. Ha
Got ya.
ha.
Landnav challenge, call sign, babyface, and man bun.
Is that for me and
I've got
Mike?
a tash now.
Is that Lance and Mike or Lance
Is that
and
me and
me?
Lou or
That's us two.
me and Mike?
No, I think that's you and me, Lance.
Oh.
Marky Mark says, Anna, do you know about Mike's fetish for all things German? I was at we went to the
Anna
Chatham
probably replies,
Military
9!
She's got a full leather jacket upstairs.
That's it, yeah. Knock at the door. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
No, we were at the Chatham Military Fair, John and I on Sunday morning, having a little mooch around, and then there's obviously all the classic military affairs. You get all like the swastikas and stuff like that. And John was having a look at the table, and he was like, "Oh, you're right." I'm sort of standing quite casually away from the table. I was like, "I can't be looking at stuff like that, John, because I'll get I've already got.
Someone's going to take a picture.
Yeah, this is where it ends up being put on the internet, and it was just. To clarify again on this show, I seem to have to. I'm not a Nazi. Paulus Wales, Anna, did the mouse who violated Mike receive counselling?
It needed it. Oh.
Right. Okay, so last question. What was I trying to say? I think we've answered all the questions I've got. I was reading that as if, because I've got my phone here, so I'm just reading the questions off of here. Because we kind of already covered what's the one thing they think could make airsoft less annoying. Okay, I'll tell you what. What's the one bit of airsoft equipment that we have that stands out in your head? Something that immediately springs to mind.
What's that thing? Is it a chest plate carrier?
Plate carrier.
A plate carrier, because he's constantly got that on when he's parading around in his airsoft stuff. And he made me try it on, and I nearly fell over backwards. And he puts it on the kids as well to see how long they can take it.
Punishment. Right, put this on. Yeah.
I don't know. All I can think of is your tents.
Mike's many tents.
Mike's tent. Welcome to Mike's tent emporium.
The other day.
You've got shelves upon shelves of the things.
Yeah,
and pouches for you. You've got a lot of pouches.
I have a bit of a penchant for pouches.
Partial to the pouches, Lance.
Yeah. Well, there's things to go in pouches.
Yeah, but surely you have run out of things to go in pouches now.
No, never.
For you, it's sleeping bags and whoobies as well. You've got a lot of those.
I don't have many sleeping bags, but I do have a lot of whoobies. I did go through a bit of a phase of thinking whoobies were the best thing since last bread and just bought loads of them.
Mm. They're everywhere, aren't they? All your cars.
I have two in my car.
In the house.
Yeah. You had one in your car for a while.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore, though, is it?
No.
I put one in there when it.
That sounds like a fun story to hear. Why isn't that there anymore?
My car might leak at the moment, so anything material can't be left in it.
Keep finding water in Anna's spare tyre well in the car. And I'm adamant it's coming in from the roof. But Anna has a theory that the water is somehow coming up from the road and getting into the bottom of her car. Which, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think it's less fun than you made that out to be, Lance.
Yeah, sorry. It's not really the response I was waiting for, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
It's a really boring tale. Right, last question. Anna, do you know Mike has a murder bag? Can you escape?
Yeah.
Very calmly said that.
What do you think the murder bag is?
That's because Anna let him have one.
Is it that red bag?
Yeah, it's the red bag.
Yeah.
It's the red bag that no one's allowed to look in.
But it never has anything that it needs in it. Like, I asked...
That's a lie!
There was something the other day, we were in the car and I said, do you
You're
have
on thin ice here, Anna.
No.
It was something really nuanced that we definitely wouldn't have
I can't
needed.
remember what it was, but it was something you didn't have in your bag.
Anyway.
That's not associated with murder. Why would it be in the bag?
Don't need that. Of course it's not in the bag. Thank you, Louise and Anna, for joining us on the show. It's been a little bit less stressful than I thought it was going to be. I don't know how you found it, Lance.
I found it. I'm so just glad that they both behaved themselves because I know what they can be like.
Yeah. Drunken, swearing. And
yeah. Honestly, it's awful sometimes.
You've seen Father Ted. You'll know the granddads in Father Ted. That's what we're expecting. If you want to get in touch with us, you can do so on our email at nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is at November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and the website is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. I'll give you the closing words in a second. You can both have the closing words each. But I wanted to ask you if you had one specific memory of the podcast or anything like that. That I know you do, Louise. I know exactly what you're going to say. But like, is there one thing that with the podcast it stands out to you when you think of like November Foxtrot? You might as well say yours, Louise, first, because I know
Right,
exactly
so
what yours is.
even now, me and the kids still talk about this. It's when Mike was starting the show on his own and he'd put the wrong voice thing on and he sounded like, who was it?
It's just really high
Dame
pitched.
Edna. It was honestly the funniest thing I've ever seen. And you were doing it for quite a while before you realised. That is my memory.
I think it's episode 83, wasn't it? Is it episode 83?
It was brilliant. It was so funny.
Very, very. And if you've not seen it, go back and have a little look.
And
It's
it's
priceless.
hilarious.
Anna gets it live. I just go around the house. That's my normal voice. We've established this. This is a voice changer. Out off the podcast. It's all just talking like this all the time.
Oh, honestly, it made me die. It was hilarious. It was so funny.
During the show, Anna.
It was so funny. And it was more the fact that you were on your own that made it even funnier. Yeah.
I got abandoned. They don't love me anymore. Oh, how about you?
Yeah, I can't think of anything other than the fact that you wanted to use my laugh for the podcast. That's all I can.
Genuine
That's great.
happiness. If happiness had to be described in a sound, it would be that sound. Honestly. Nothing better than laughing at other people's misfortunes.
Brilliant.
It really isn't.
He has a lot of misfortunes.
Bless him.
On next week's show, we're going to have JBG. We're going to be chatting to them about what they've got coming up. There's a whole lot of very exciting things that they've got planned for the CQB site in Huntington. So please join us for that. I'm assuming that's still going ahead, Lance, because I know that you booked it.
Sorry?
You arranged that with them, I believe.
Have you arranged it with them?
Say again, mate. Sorry. Go again,
You
over.
arranged that with them, yes.
Yes.
Roger?
Sorry, I feel like I'm on a really old Victorian phone. Hello. Sorry. Oh, yeah, you div.
In the meantime, we will be back next week at 8 o'clock. Right, closing words. So the closing words are basically a kind of a sentence or a short paragraph, whatever like that, whatever you want, to kind of end the show. People have used it for imparting wisdom. We've had people use it for comedic effect, so you could have a little
serious.
platform to say whatever you like.
He just looked at me and went, "Is he serious?"
We do it every week. Go on, you can go first. What's your closing words?
I was just going to say thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
That's all I can think of.
You don't want to impart any wisdom other than just
Any
thanks.
wisdom from you,
So,
Louise?
my closing words
Okay,
are...
softing.
Thank you very much for inviting us onto your show. It's actually been really, really funny. Enjoyed it. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Yeah.
Good night.
See, Louise can come back, and we're gonna have to work on you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
Thanks.
We'll have to work on you, Mother
Thanks for having
Fraser.
me.
Mother Fraser.
Yeah, we're not calling her Mother Fraser. That's going to get very confusing in my life.
Oh, God.
Right. On that note, we will see you next week. Have a cracking week. Say goodbye, guys and gals.
Goodbye, guys and girls.
Bye.
Bye.
Say no, photo, ciao, Bella. All that jazz.
See you later. Goodbye. No, look, I told you it was only it wasn't as much as they said. Like, it was only a few grand.